stay on this video and I'll tell you how Trump and his administration have admitted through the Pentagon to bombing Iranian children. And they used AI to do it. And I'm going to tell you what I believe the outcome's going to be, because this ain't about news. This is about what does it mean, the context to us as liberals. First of all, they in a court in Mississippi have come out and said we use Grok AI, Elon Musk, Elon going to triple hell, over this bombing. And the thing is that between this and the Caribbean, the person who's really going to get a lot of trouble out of this is Pete Hegseth. It's going to catch up to him. With Trump, that's the least of his worries. I hate saying it like that, but it's true. You know, with everything going on with him messing with children for real, Epstein, and everything that's going on with him as it relates to the situation in Iran is light when you're talking about just children. And then they're coming back saying, hey, we want $80 billion, Congress. And Congress is like, what? You said $29 billion. They're playing this game, but it's catching up to them really hard. And I think the biggest issue that they're going to face going forward is what they want to do. In other words, what is the next step? Because I'm going to tell you what it means to us. Here's what it breaks down to us as liberals. Pete Hegseth, he could get jail time for war crimes. What's the likelihood of it? Well, we're still in the middle of this, so we don't know, because there's so many other things that have gone wrong from the administration. The other thing is that we have Trump, who, quite frankly, and I know you hate to hear this, he's not going to get in trouble over this except for in front of God when he dies. And I know a lot of you are wishing him to die. Weirdly enough, I don't. I want him to bleed out. Put bleed out in the hashtag in the comments if you agree. The more he bleeds out, the more he pulls down the GOP Republican Party. I believe they are straight up trying to kill us. I've said this repeatedly, and I believe it. There's the lives of Alex Peretti, Renee Nicole Good, Keith Porter, detainees, deportees, and service members who've been lost. There are 5 different types of benefits, Medicaid, Medicare, Affordable Care Act, Veterans Benefits, and Social Security that have been at risk and shut down and cost people their lives. I mean, they're still arguing over subsidies for people who, at the time right now, could be dying. Especially if they got on a tight budget, they couldn't get their subsidies in time for the new year or before the new year came in, Then, we got a situation where people are dying, y'all. We got people dying. So what I'm saying out of this is that the more this pulls down, the better. What this means, this situation means, is that it'll be one of his henchmen, Hegseth, going down for this. And they've admitted in courts. And nothing happens right now. I know a lot of you get mad thinking, well, damn, Darren, yeah, you say it's going down, but ain't nothing going to happen because it don't seem like it's happening. Well, it is. He's not getting away with it. He's getting away for it. When I say away, I'm talking about Hegseth, the administration, 70%, I believe, are going to jail, and on the cabinet. And as far as Trump's concerned, if he lives so long, I think he could be in serious trouble, and I think he knows that. That's why he's doing all this crazy shit and trying to play things out all the way. That's where it's coming from. Because surely this guy knows his time is coming to a serious end at this point. He's got 31 months of this bullshit left. And then he's open to the public because his immunity goes away. And that's why he's trying everything he can do to mess with the midterms. That's why he's trying everything he can do to mess with his political opponents. That's why he's trying everything he can do to get as much money as he can, because he's a fucking criminal, of course. This is his game. But what we have to come back and understand is that time tells all tales, and we still got time. They do too, but their time is tyranny with a time clock. They don't have forever ever. And with this blue wave coming, they got even less. That's why they're asking for $80 million instead of almost 3 times the money they said they would spend on Iran, because of, the elimination of the Republican Party majority in the House and in the Senate. Is going to be a serious problem. That's why the GOP Senate is spending $300 million trying to fight back. But what they miss between that, between all these tricks they try to do with voter suppression and gerrymandering and blah, 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 they don't realize, they miss the core of this, and that's the people. The people. Who's pissed off? 40 million black people. Voters' Rights Act. Who's pissed off? Another 40 plus million Latino people getting targeted. Who's pissed off? All the minorities who are getting targeted, whether it be Africans from Africa, Caribbean, Asian, Indian, whatever have you. And then, they look at this and they think that they're going to get away with this. Same thing with these killings of these, the little girls. They're going to find some people. Now, what they're going to try to do is throw military under the bus like they tried to do with the Caribbean situation, blowing up the boats. But it's very clear this is on Hegseth's order. These are on orders of other people. You can't sit there and blame the person following orders. You expect them to fall on your sword so your punk ass can get out of jail? Not gonna work. Not gonna work. So yeah, Trump's not gonna go to jail for this, but Hegseth's gonna be in a hell of a lot more trouble. And now we got it in the court records, and people are wondering, well, when's it gonna happen? Well, first of all, they're gonna have hearings coming in with the new blue wave. That's first. But it's going to cross over into 2029 when we get a Democratic president. That's why I say, let him stay around, bleed out, and piss people off over the next 31 months just to assure that he gets this ass stomping. Even if he doesn't make it to jail, the entire GOP is fucked. And I'd say, God bless it. Make sure you watch my next video. It'll pop up in front of my face. If it doesn't, no worries. Go over to my own page and watch the last 10. Thank you. God bless America.